Hello, my name is Kevin Peterson. I'm the agency owner for Globe Life Liberty National here in the state of Oklahoma and part of the state of Texas. What I'm going to do on this webinar is I'm actually going to go over who we are, what we do, what the opportunities are, how we help people, all those sorts of things. But before I start with that, I want to tell you just briefly about my background, right? So I was in full-time ministry for 24 years. I was a student pastor for many years, children's pastor, and then I was a lead pastor. When we resigned the church that I was pastoring last, didn't really know what we were going to do, where we were going to go, and I had an opportunity to come work for Globe Life Liberty National. So I jumped on board. I started off as an agent. It took me about 2 months, promoted to a supervising agent, from there agency director, and then of course the agency owner. So I've never really done anything like this either until I joined the company, several years back. So for me, it's been a great opportunity. And what I want to do here is I want to just kind of give you a good opportunity to see who we are. Maybe it'd be a good fit for you. Maybe it wouldn't. But I want to share that opportunity with you. So I was more what we would call a personal recruit. Somebody from the area that I was from knew me and they noticed something about me. And so that's how I got my interview. And so I joined the company. So I'm pretty passionate about, people that we personally recruit and give an opportunity to, because somebody gave me the same opportunity, right? And so that's what I want to do on this. I just want to really kind of give you an opportunity to know more about who we are and what we do and all those sorts of things. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to kind of look at this as a VIP webinar. So these are people on this webinar, or as I send this video out to somebody that you personally stood out to one of my team members, whether you were working somewhere, maybe you were a waiter, waitress, maybe you were just at a department store or wherever, and they noticed you. You stood out. You was professional. You was kind. You was courteous. Or maybe you're just a friend of somebody. Maybe you're a family member or just an acquaintance of somebody. Maybe they saw you on Facebook and you were reaching out looking for a job, and somebody found you going that way. This is for you. Okay. This is somebody, people that we're looking for, that are really looking for something, a different career. You're hungry. You want more in life than what you've ever been given, and you're going to go earn it and you want to go get it. So we're going to watch the company overview. That's what we're doing now. And then the last thing that we'll do is we'll do a one-on-one final Zoom interview. That'll be a hiring interview. So basically, you'll sit down with myself or possibly one of my managers, but more likely with me. And we'll make it a hiring decision just based on, what you thought about the webinar and who we are as a company, opportunity, and all those sorts of things. Okay. So that's what this interview process looks like, right? Let me tell you a little bit about our company first. We're founded in 1900. We've been around a long time. We're not going anywhere. We're strong. We're stable. We have $42.3 billion worth of life insurance premium in force. And that was as of, January of 2022, with the last stats we have there on that. Currently, we have 57 agency offices with about 3,000 active agents across the U.S. We're growing, continuing to grow. Globe Life, we are a member of the S&P 500 index. So we are a publicly traded company. If you want to look us out, look us up. The ticker symbol on that is GL. So feel free to go out, look us up, see how we're doing. So one of the major things for me is I'm a huge sports fan. So I love our partnerships. In order for you to have good partnerships like this, strong partnerships, you've got to have a pretty good financial base, right? And so this just shows you the size of the company that we work for. So Globe Life would be our parent company. Now, we are the Liberty National Division of Globe Life. If you notice there in the picture, we are our name is there on the field. We have the rights to Globe Life Field for many, many years. That's where the Texas Rangers play. So again, we are the official life insurance company of the Texas Rangers. We are also the official life insurance company of the Dallas Cowboys. I'm a huge Cowboys fan, have been for life, growing up as a boy. Look, regardless, like them or not, they're a strong sports entity. Okay. And so that just, again, shows you that we are sponsoring a partner, we're partnering with large, sporting event venues, teams, organizations. We are a partner of the FC Dallas, and we're also now a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. So, this just goes to show you more than anything, just, what we're committed to. We're committed to getting our name out there, growth, and partnering with the right sports teams. So what do we do? We're going to provide benefits. to local employees. Okay. We offer benefits to fulfill the needs of individuals and working class families. You can see the things that we offer. Life insurance is going to be the main thing that we offer. It's about 85% of what we offer. It's our best product. And, that's what we make our best commissions on, and that's what we make our best bonus on. So that is obviously what we're going to focus on. And of course, everybody needs life insurance, right? So how do we do it? So we're going to partner with local businesses, blue collar businesses. That's kind of our niche market. I call them dirty hands businesses, people that work with their hands, right? Machine shops, mechanics, plumbers, construction companies. That could be anywhere from 5 employees up to 500 employees. We tend to work with, businesses that have 10 to 50 employees. That's kind of our niche market. That's kind of a good area for us, employee size, that we can still see everybody. Everybody still knows everybody. It's just we've been pretty successful with that market. We also work with cities, local government, school systems. We work off referrals. We call them golden tickets, right? So if we're working with XYZ company, we take really good care of them, and they're going to refer us to people they know. We're going to do business with people they know. We love that. Okay. What does a typical work week look like for us? Well, we're going to work typically Monday to Friday, 8 o'clock to 5. We're going to leave the house 7:30-ish. We're going to hit the field. We want to be there when the businesses are open, right? So 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock, going to get home 5:30. We hardly ever work a night. We hardly ever work a weekend. So, maybe that's something that would fit your schedule. Maybe even better than what you're doing right now or what you were doing in the past. So we partner with Salesforce, right? So you notice here on the phone a lot of numbers and green dots and lines and things like that. What this allows us to do is it allows us to run our business from anywhere we are on our mobile device. So it helps us to manage all the leads, manage all the activities, policyholders, all in one place. You can get all this information, of course, on your iPad as well, if you have one, or a laptop. But when we're in the field, most of us we have our phone. And if you notice the numbers and different things, that's a route. Okay. So Mondays is our office day. We're in the office all day on Mondays, and then Tuesday through Friday, we're in the field every day. So we know on Monday, we plan, where we're going to be on Tuesday, where we're going to be on Wednesday. And so this will be a route for a specific day, okay, to where you know exactly where you're going, who the next stop is, who you're asking for, who maybe you have a presentation. We put it all in that route so we can maximize, our day, in drive time. And allows for real-time data. So it allows us to be able to coach from the leadership standpoint, to coach maybe on some newer agents, some things that we can see in the field, on when you're doing your activity. Are you getting to a decision maker? Are you getting past the gatekeeper? Did you do a presentation? So we can kind of monitor those numbers and coach from where, some coaching may need to happen. So what we're going to do, we're going to walk into business. We're going to meet that business owner, human resource director, maybe the decision maker, whoever the right person is. And we're going to do a presentation with them first. So we're going to help that person understand, here's how we can help you retain some quality employees with some of our benefits, okay? Because that's what a lot of business owners want right now. There's a lot of competition going on from being able to keep their employees. Well, we're going to put something in place that will help them keep their employees. It's going to help their employees protect their families with some much needed benefits. And then it's going to help employees and employers save on some valuable tax dollars, which we all like to do, right? Save a little money. That process is we're going to give the employee 2 introductory offers at no cost. We're going to go through a needs-based planner. Really what that's going to do is kind of help them understand, here's what you need, not just what we think you need. And then we're going to offer some very highly competitive products to meet those needs. Our best product is going to be our life insurance, which is our group term life insurance. And I'll tell you more about that here just shortly. So $3,000 for every employee at no cost for their family, $3,000 for their spouse, and then for their family, if they have children, it's $1,000 per child living in the home. We're going to do that for every employee. So we're going to tell that business owner, that decision maker, whoever we're meeting with, look, we're going to let your employees know that this is something that you're offering them. And you're taking care of this part of it, but we're just going to service that end of it, okay? And then a discount card, you can read those things there. They can get that for the family, but we give those two things at no cost to all the employees, even if they don't participate in anything else, okay? So what would it look like if an employee did participate? Roughly $42 a month, $970 a week is going to cover something like this, $15,000 on a group term paid up at age 65. What that means is they're going to own that policy at age 65, right? So just like owning your house or your car, you pay it off, you own it, no more premium payments. The life of that policy, though, is going to go all the way to age 100. It's a group issue in the sense of it's a pretty easy issue, just 9 questions, not 49 questions. So it's a pretty easy issue. $10,000 on a cash cancer. That's just money in their pocket. If they do have cancer, we're going to give them $10,000 on this. They can get that up to $50,000. Of course, they can get a lot more life insurance too. That's just for this sample. Okay. Up to $250,000 on Accident Protector Max if they were to pass away in an accident. All that they're going to get for, right at $10 a week, right? Which is pretty affordable. So you say, well, hey, if I presented that program to 10 employees in a week, how many families would enroll in the coverage? So that would be 6 out of 10. In our office, we're seeing roughly 7 out of 10, but company-wide, it's about 6. So what you do is if you take that AP, which simply stands for annual premium, that's how much that one employee is going to spend per year. Okay, so you got $600 AP each, which is annual premium each employee. 6 participated, so that's going to be $3,600 of total annual premium. So that's how we make our money, right? So we're going to make roughly 60% of that plus up to 20% bonus. If you're in leadership, you're going to make more. And so that's pretty solid. We sit with 10 people, 6 are going to participate, 7 again in our office. Sometimes it's going to be 10 out of 10. Sometimes it's going to be 5 out of 10, right? So that's kind of what it looks like for us. So just looking at how do we know kind of what kind of money we can make? Well, if you look across the board to the right side, that's the most important column. But let's say you want to make 60,000. You're going to need to make 5 of those sample sales that I just showed you. Okay. Every week, 60,000 plus. You say I want to make 85,000, 7 employees are going to participate, spend $600 a year with you, and you're going to make 85 grand. That's just as an agent, right? So my first year at the company, I made 78,000. Second year at the company, I made 160,000. Again, what you put into it's what you're going to get out of it, and that's what we're looking for. We're not looking for people. Again, if you want to work, an hourly job or a salary job, we're not the right fit. Okay, we're looking for people that are hungry, that are tired of living paycheck to paycheck, that are tired of working with somebody else that maybe they're working a lot harder than, but that person's making more money than you are. We want people to understand, look, we want to help you create a different lifestyle for you and your family, maybe one that you've never had. Just like me, I never had an opportunity when I was growing up as a boy. I didn't have a lot. I had to work for what I got. I mean, whenever I was, my first 15 years of marriage, I drove a school bus for, morning and afternoon just to make things meet and did odd jobs, right? And so we work hard for what we get. But this is also an opportunity. Again, you may be working beside somebody that you're working harder than, and they're making more money, and you're doing even some of the stuff that they should be doing. They're just passing it off on you, right? So we're looking for people that are hungry, that know their value, right? Being just tired of being told what their value is. Okay. So we are performance based, but it puts us in the driver's seat to make what we're worth. Okay. The average first year career agent with us, last year made roughly $56,000. Okay. So you can see the opportunities. Again, I made almost 80 my first year, 160 my second year. Okay. Let's talk about our training because we're pretty passionate about our training. From left to right here, you notice that. So we have an online classroom training that we have put together just as ourselves for Peterson agencies. It's study at your own pace. Normally it takes anywhere from 2 to 4 days. Okay. There's about 12 modules in that. We try to make that, we shot it professionally. So we try to make it to where, it's easy to watch and go through some short quizzes at the end of each module. It's going to learn about presentations and products, rebuttals, things like that. And then we have the middle column there, the field training. We're going to have 2 weeks in the field with the field trainer. You're going to see presentations. You're going to be with the trainer every day, right? Rebuttals. You're going to learn it all. It's going to go from observation to where you're just kind of watching to full participation. Now you're doing, and your manager is, your trainer's watching you. And then we do a release meeting. And basically what we do on that is just make sure that everybody feels good about you going on your own. Most people are good after 2 weeks. Just say you need another week, then we'll do 3 weeks. We want to make sure that we've helped a person be successful and setting them up for success. And everybody's different, right? So, and then we've got plenty of online tools, advanced training, leadership development, things like that. One of the things the reason I'm really with the company, one of the main reasons I love our company, but one of the reasons I'm doing what I'm doing is for residual income, right? And so, for us, that's policy sold in the past. If we look at this, so renewals are paid to you each month from policies that were sold in the past. So I've been with the company over 10 years now. And so I'm fully vested in the company, which means I could walk away from the company, which I don't plan on doing, but I could walk away, and Liberty National is going to continue to send me my renewals for life. Okay. 100% of them. If something were to happen to me, those renewals would go to my wife, my spouse. Something happened to both of us, it'd go to our children. So it passes down. All of our hard work is going to be seen for many, many years to come. Okay. So it's a 10-year, 100% renewal vesting program. We're 10% vested per year, but as long as we work for the company, we are 100% vested. And we can talk more about that on the final interview as well. Okay. Here's what it looks like as far as what some of our leaders are making. Agency directors' average income is right at $104,000 per year. Plus, you're going to add on that renewals of about $13,000 per year on the average agency director. Okay, with our company, regional agency directors, you can see the numbers go up quite a bit on both sides of it. So they're a really nice spot that we have for the regional agency director. And then someone like myself as the agency owner, hey, you say you want to own your own office one day, well then we'll help you get there. We've had the privilege of promoting 4 agency owners out of our offices, so that's pretty awesome for us to be able to do that. You can see what the agency owner on average makes, and then what renewals are on the average renewal income, and just by speaking from my renewals, I mean, we're definitely that's good. That's we're above that right now. So I'm not saying that to boast or whatever, but it's been a blessing for us, for me and my family. Okay. So who are we looking for? Again, people that are team builders, self-motivated people that are hungry, like people that have been told for their whole life maybe that they can't achieve something, and they're ready to achieve something. People that have leadership skills that have never been asked to use those leadership skills. Or maybe you're working at a place, you're bumping your head on the ceiling, and there's no place to go, and you just feel like I work hard, and there's just no place for me to go here. So maybe it's time to look at something different. You got to be coachable, got to have high integrity, believe in yourself. The bottom one, you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe that you're worth more now than what you've ever been making, and we'll help you do that. Obviously, it's up to you to do it. If we were to move forward, I tell our team, I can't coach lazy, right? I can help with anything, but I can't get you out of bed. I can't make you work all day. We're grown adults. And so we've got to be disciplined, and we've got to be hungry, motivated, take in the process and love the process. Okay. Process isn't always easy, but that's what gained the result. So we talked about advancement, just a little bit ago. This is kind of what it looks like for our track to leadership. You can see, you can take a screenshot of that. I won't go through every one of those, but that's kind of what it looks like. The time frame, for us on this first supervising agent position, we're talking about, 6 to 10 weeks is really what we're looking at in our office. Okay. These are company numbers as far as what the average time to promote, but in our office, we're looking at quicker promotion than that. So what does our culture look like as a company? So one of the reasons I love our company is because we give back everywhere we go, whether it's convention, whether it's agency owner meeting, council meeting, Council of Champions. I've been able to be on that several years. So Council of Champions just helps make our company, helps make decisions for our company. They run things by us, but everywhere we go, we always give back. As you can see here in these pictures, most of the time, all the time, it's going to be with finances, because we want to leave them in a better place than what we found the place that maybe we're working in, or maybe even, we've gone to a convention or having our meetings at, and then many times we do hands-on projects. And so you can see that as well. So I don't know about you, but I love going places and having fun. These are places that we've been on convention. You can see some of the pictures on the right, fully paid for. We just got to qualify. And, we help. I think every year we've been having anywhere from, 12 to 15 people qualify, and they get to take their spouse with them, or significant other, friend, family member, whoever they want to take. All right. So just as we close this out a little bit, so what is it going to take? Some keys to success. Obviously, you got to have your state insurance license, smartphone, laptop. You don't have to have a laptop like right off the bat if you did join us, but you would need one, a few weeks down the road. Got to be willing to embrace who we are, our culture of product training, coaching, mentoring, building leaders, being involved, right? And then we want people that have that entrepreneurial attitude. Like, in other words, you want to start something. You may not have ever done it before, but you want to understand that now I'm a business owner. And we want to help you with that, okay? And everybody's different in that process as well. So what would it look like? Let's just say, you're from Oklahoma. So you would have to get your producer license. $49 is what the study course would cost. That would be due the day of hiring. The state test fee would be $38. And then the Oklahoma background check is $65. So it's a pretty simple process in Oklahoma. That process is going to take anywhere from 10 to 14 days just to study, have your test scheduled, and all those sorts of things. Okay. So that's the process in Oklahoma. The process in Texas is going to be similar. Same for the study course, $49, test fees $43. But one thing that the Texas, if you're from Texas, would have to do is do your fingerprints, $41. That wouldn't be due until the day you go to get them. We would help you schedule them so you make sure you're doing the right one and different things like that. But you would pay for that when you get there. And then the last thing would be the Texas background check is roughly $60. Again, this process here is about a 10 to 14 day process. After you got to study, pass your test and all that. And then one other thing I want to show you, if you're in the state of Texas, okay, this route allows you to earn money faster. But what they do in the state of Texas is, and if you want to take a screenshot of this real quick, because I'm not going to go through everything on the right, but on that picture there, but Texas state background check is $150. So it does cost a little bit more, but what it allows you to do is it allows you to start working immediately. We send you a contract, you do your fingerprints, and all that's behind us, and you're able to get started. You don't have to wait 10, 14, 20 days until you pass the test. You still have to pass your test, but you have, I believe it's 6 months to do that. If you look at the scholarship program on the right, we're going to refund back. It's going to roughly be about $155 to $65 on what we would scholarship back if you pass your test, if you notice there, within 45 days, okay? And we can talk more about that as well, but this is the route, especially if you're in Texas, not Oklahoma, but if you're in Texas, this is the route that I would recommend that you go just to get started faster. So, yeah, okay? There again, there's a full picture of it. So if you want to, look at that and take a screenshot of that, that would be good as well. Okay. So what's next? Well, here's what's next. Hopefully by now we already have your final one-on-one interview scheduled. And, so after watching this will give you a lot more information so that you know who we are again, what we do. If you have any questions for me, I'd be more than happy to help you to answer those on that one-on-one final interview. Again, thank you for your time, and I hope you have a blessed day.